that.
Oh, she already found out.
Get out your reference booklet. Get out your reference booklet. And the last page.
What?
Yeah.
You think I need these pages?
Well, it's up to you. You know, actually, I mean, this is the page I'm on. All righty, hold up 4 fingers. Repeat after me. Say same shape, different size. Next of you, join me now. Ready? Hold up 4 fingers. Say same shape, different size. That's the entire lesson. Same shape, different size is concept of similar. Things that have the same shape, different size. These cubes here have the same shape, but they're different size. This technical definition is scare. Scare. At the top, start filling out those blanks. If you remember, I'm going to give you 5 seconds, see if you can fill them out from memory. Scare. Scare. S-C-A-R-E. 5 seconds. Fill them out. Similarity is congruent what? Angles and side ratios equal. Okay, so to test for similarity, we focus on this. So ready, guys? We're going to test for ratios which are equal. Watch the hand. I'm going to have you trace. I'm going to give you 5 seconds. And without a calculator, you're going to reduce. I'm going to call on someone by name. Do not shout out answers. Trace, 54, 48. Reduce. Chi-Chi, what you got? 9, 8. Ready. Trace. 45 and 40. Reduce. 5 seconds. Fasa, what'd you get? 9 and 8. So this is a yes. They are similar. Coming down here. This is important, guys. Ready? Trace the 20. Trace what it matches to on the right. Careful there. Trace what it matches to. Garrett, what does the 20 match with on the right side? What does it match with? Which would be? Half of? There it is. So you got to be careful, guys. If I give you a radius and a diameter, you need to align those. Okay, now we're going to test 35, 21, 5 seconds, 5. Charlotte, left to right, what you got? 35 and 21. I'm sure you can do that in just a few seconds. What goes into both 35 and 21, my dear? Correct. 7 goes into 35. 5 times 21. 3. Great. And now we're doing 20 and 16. 20 and 16. Reduce. Miss Pham, what do you got? Oh, she's not here. Kaylee, what do you got? 20 and 16. 4 goes into 20 how many times? She can do her own math, guys. 16? 4? Okay, so this is a not similar. So that they are not the same shape, different size. Now, when things are similar, something really magical happens with the proportions. And we're going to do a little thought experiment beforehand, a little thinking experiment. I want you to point your finger to the screen. Out loud. 3, go. Okay, ready? Take your fingers like so and just put them apart a little bit. Say 1 unit. Okay, here's the thought experiment. Now double the edge length of what you just have. Double it. Say 2 units. So I'm going to make this question really simple. If you double the edge length of a solid, when I ask the question 5 seconds time, what do you think or predict is going to happen to the volume? Quiet. 5. Ask your neighbor what they think. Go. Double the edge length. What happens to the volume? All right. All right, friends, let's actually see what happens here. So coming over here, and hovercam is working. Got it. All right, here are our actual cubes. Here's a 1 edge unit cube, 1 edge unit. And then this edge is how many units? 2. That's what we call edge to edge. That's what we call scale factor. So right here, and that's only the first dimension. So right edge to edge is a 1 unit to 2 unit ratio. And they are, we've already established they are similar because they're same shape, different size. Okay, now I'm just going to rotate them and we're going to count surface area. Surface area, the number of squares. So watch, ready? Let's count. How many squares total? 6. All right, so that goes here. We have 6 units squared. Now let's do the big one. Ready? How many here? 4 squares. Okay, add. A total of what? No, just from here to here, friends. 8, rotate. Keep going, rotate. 16, top, bottom. There we go. So we have here, this is a 6 to 24 surface area. That's all the squares that are visible. And then in this, you can't see the other side. Volume. Now we're just looking at the actual plastic cubes. How many plastic dice do I have here in my hand? Only 1. Here, this solid. How many plastic dice did I glue together to get this? 8. So right here, it is 1 unit cubed to 8 units cubed. Let's reduce it. Actual ratio, all the way, 1 to 2. Ratio, reduce. 1 to 4. Ratio, reduce. 1 to 8. There's a pattern there. I like you to describe with the neighbor, what is it you're seeing there? Go. What are you noticing? Go. Let's write it like this, friends. Ready? When you change dimensions, it changes the ratio, specifically the x-component. So you start with your 1-dimensional ratio. It's in the first dimension. Second dimension, you square it. Third dimension, you cube it. When you change dimensions, you change ratios. Here's the generic version. XY to the first. And this would be X to Y to the second. And of course, this would be X to Y to the third. Keep that where you can see it, please. Go to the first page of today's lesson. First page of today's lesson. At this point, I can. Yeah, Grace, let's hit the lights, please. All righty. We're going to do 2 problems together. Let me give you a shot at extra credit. Put your finger right there. Out loud, read, go. Finger on the paper, guys. Step 2, filter. Start underlining all the numbers and the keywords. Underline the numbers and the keywords. Get in the habit. Underline the numbers and the keywords. I'll show you what I would underline in about 5 seconds. Okay, ready? Watch. So right here, the fact that we're in area is important, very important. Okay. And ratio, that's a ratio. It's already in the lowest form. Volume, larger, this, volume, smaller, unknown. So right now, above the word area, with the show of fingers, how many dimensions is area? So above the word area, put 2D. So that means we are starting in the 2D position, which means this ratio belongs here in the x squared, y squared position. Your first order of business is always get the other two ratios. So backtrack and then go forward. Backtrack and then go forward. Okay, Kylie, what would the red be, ma'am? 4, 2, 3. And Anik, what would the green be? Because you cube it, you take 4 and cube it, 64 and 27. Great, we're done with our ratios. Now, we look at what we actually have. We actually have the volume here, 256 meters cubed. This is the volume we want. You make a ratio. I recommend you always label your ratios. Either you're going left to right, large to small, I don't care, but I would label it. I'm going to go this direction and I'm going to go large to small. Volume, show of fingers. What dimension are we working in? Volume, show me fingers. We're in the third dimension, so this is the ratio we work with. And then 256 meters cubed is my actual. This is my unknown actual. Cross multiply. Challenge yourself as best of your ability to do this without a calculator, because I know you are smart like that. So I'm going to go here. I know 8 goes in there. 8 times 8 goes in there. 3 and 2. And then 8 goes in there 4 times. There you go. All right, take your finger, touch your forehead. You are putting in your forehead the most important thing you want to remember. Say, put it in there. Put the thought, most important. Touch your forehead, most important. Tell a neighbor, what is that one thing you just put in your brain? Go. What's the most important thing you just stuck in your brain? Most important. Right, we're doing one more. One more. This one, I'm going to give you 2 minutes to go as far as you can by your lonesome. Do not pester a neighbor. 2 minutes on your own. I will happily go over it in 2 minutes. Bless you. Turn on the lights. Students, you start with what you have, not with what you need. Start with what you have, not with what you need.
What?
Guys, start with your ratio. Those of you using 72 and 8, stop it, you're wrong. You're about to make a mistake. I'm gonna go over this in 38 seconds. I want you to make your own mistakes here.
What? Oh.
It's on the screen, sir.
I did the wrong one.
Yes, you did. We're gonna be skipping that one. All right, guys, look up here, guys. Go like this with your hands one more time. Say, start with what you have. Okay, so you start with what you have, and then your first order of business, go like this, say, take down. You start with what you have, take it down. You got to get a ratio. Ratio's the most important. It's all about the ratios. So we go here. Chloe, what dimension are we in? We are in the second dimension, second order of business. Reduce it. Gavin, reduce left to right. What do you get? 9 to 1. So that goes right here. 9 to 1. 9 to 1. Now, backtrack. Backtrack to the first dimension and then go forward to the 3 dimension. Do this now. Those of you who didn't.
Got it.
Okay, Mason, what is our first dimension? 3, 2, 1. Great. Anvi, go to the third dimension. 27 to 1. Now look at what we have. We have the volume. So we're going to go from solid number 1 to solid number 2. Actual volume.
I'm at.
And we're using this ratio. Cross multiply. Let's see, what's this, 8? No, 9. 9 goes in there 3 times. 9 goes in there once. Yeah, okay. So 9 goes in here 3 times. And 9 goes in here 72. Then you take it down 1 more. Take it down 1 more. Gabby, what'd you get for that? Gabby, you got it? What is it? Yeah, so it's going to be basically 24 meters cubed. Ta-da, you're done. 24 meters cubed. All right, students, cross out page 2, go on to page 3. You need to roll into your assigned teams. Shove your desks together, go. Roll into your assigned teams.
What?
Yes. Roll into your assigned team. Shove your desks together. Okay, this Bob. Break it up. Someone doesn't belong. I should have Anik, Gavin, Freifogel, and Garrett. Go back where you belong. Charlotte, Chi-Chi's out of Daphne. Yes, Gabby, Grace, Kaylee, someone that's belong. Move. In the front, I should have Chloe in the front. Kaylin, Maddie, Soledad, front. Right, this team. Hayden, Andy, Michael, Lonnie, this team. Trio, also Robert, TJ. Right here in this group should be Kaylee, Alyssa, Jesse, and Miss Peyton. All right. Over here is Rashab. Cole should be coming back. Are we missing Hudson? Okay, Chloe, you're assigned to this team. Thank you. No, there's no 5. No. Who's here who shouldn't belong here? Thank you, ma'am. Okay, go where you belong. Hey, Kaylee, you're right here. This middle school. Kylie, yes, you are. Where do you look? Just go where you belong, please. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. What? Yes. All right. Chloe, you're here, dear. Chloe, you're here. Thank you. Yes, you may, since when Cole comes back. Chloe, right there. All right. Grace, lights, please. The lights. All right, students, go to page 3, please. Read the instructions at the top. All right, what you just saw is the largest coffee cup in the world. And they decided to actually like fill it. Your job is this, and you're going to do this in 2 stages. Take a look up here. Stage number 1. You're going to work individually and not interacting at all for 2 minutes. During those 2 minutes, if you do a jellyfish on me for more than 15 seconds, jellyfish is like, I don't know what to do, therefore I do nothing. I'm going to actually take a point away from you. I want you working solid, individually, for 2 minutes. And then I'll give you regroup time. Ready? By yourselves, go. Make sure you follow the rounding instructions. Use exactly 3.14 for pi, please. And round to the second decimal. Yes. Yes. Well, you're gonna sit back here and bring this team, the extra credit since your team is putting it on the inside.
I didn't know that one.
Okay, there go 2 of them around. So go join that team. You can stay with this team. Okay, 2 minutes on your own, friends. You may not interact with each other. The only sound I hear is mumble reading. I will not help you. Don't stop working. What would you do for that? 2 minutes? You have to do something. If your pencil stops moving for more than 15 seconds, I take a point away from you. I'm not helping you. You're on your own. Read the instructions. Trying something. And try something that you've got a reference book right in front of you. Ask yourself what solids you have. There you go. How about you start by integrating equations down? All right, guys, shove your desks together. Listen very carefully. This is a hard stop. You have 4 minutes to have consensus and all the work to the best of your ability. Consensus and all the work. That's a hard stop. As a team, if you're accurate and you can explain it, that's 3 points extra credit. Okay, ready and go. That's 4 minutes. That's a hard stop, friends. 4 minutes, hard stop. Go.
I got 3.3.
Watch time, Brent.
So it's 10,000. Wait, alright, then it's fine.
Alright, so what's the beginning then?
Watch time, guys. We got 2.5 minutes. That's a hard stop. Talk to each other. Hard stop. Talk to each other. Hard stop. Talk to each other.
10,000.
Two minutes. 2 minutes. Talk to each other.
Alright, so we got 3,000.
Oh, you have to-
2.25, which is based on the volume, we're gonna multiply that by 1,000, which is multiplied by
Volumes, okay, from 2 years old. How,
They sent, I just get the, that area.
Yeah. What's up?
Oh, yeah, then I can stop it. I didn't remember where I heard it.
So it's just 3.23.
Oh, okay.
So I took right there. Multiplied it by investigated it in years.
Which gets.
And I divided that number by 1,000.
Alrighty, guys, start wrapping it up. Gain consensus.
Not that.
Yeah, you get the area of that.
Oh. Yeah. And you do.
HP, they need to do their own work.
Okay.
All right, friends, start calling me over. Thank you, sir.
I'm not like giving them the answer, just kind of like, if I'm on the right track. No, I'm bored out of my mind. We're watching a boring movie in biology. She's like, oh, like you guys would love to watch it, and she puts it on, and it's about climate change and stuff.
Okay.
Obviously, like.
Yeah. You just said okay. Is the conversion rate 10?
HB, don't help them.
I'm not. I'm just saying no. That's all I said.
All right, guys, come to a consensus.
What side?
Come to a consensus, land this plane.
If 1 meter in 1,000 is area.
Think you're done? Students, make sure you have your decimals in the right place, your commas in the right place.
Divided by.
I don't want to go back there. I don't want to.
You got 30.5.
That's all around.
32.
You got it? Call me up.
Which way?
Dial everyone's turn.
Not right.
Wait, you guys, I have one.
Dude.
Nice job. All around. Good job. All right, this would be in addition to your sign up, guys, we'll just. Finish, get your sign up and get the next one.
Do we just? So it's.
Yep.
So you. Yeah.
I'll be right there. You are welcome to check, maybe in this drawer, here, just whatever you can find in this mess.
I mean, within the range of the answer. No.
It's all around.
It's within the answer. It's within
Yeah.
Alright,
You got.
Over there.
but you don't. So.
Okay, raise your hand.
So I can't. 3,000. Make it 1,000.
How we getting?
Come back and tell me. And.
If you answer 3,000, I don't think it's.
Wait. Get one, go to paper, go. Which finger on what you.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Yes, ma'am. No, we.
3, 2.
We're wrong, I don't know.
What?
5 minutes. I would like to say length, the length. Just length. Length,
I.
the length.
I'm pretty sure it means
Scale
like.
factors in one day.
Oh.
I'll check you guys next. Put your finger on when you do the correct answers. Okay, so you can go to the board. And hang on, you have to be able to answer two questions. What did you do? And then be able to tell me where you. You all can do that. I'll give you 1 point extra credit. Go.
We didn't do the.
All right, guys.
That's
if you
right,
want to
Rob.
believe the correct answer is.
Oh. No.
Okay, I want you to go to the board and figure out why you're different than you go. Go now. Go now. Go now.
It's a million.
You're off pretty significant. All right.
I could buy it. Not even 10,000, buy them just.
Great. Great. Help this over.
We're in like.
Okay, have a seat, guys. I got your point. Great, first tell me what they're doing. Okay, is that-
This way, we were.
Oh my
in sync.
Yeah, we're just all.
So basically it's 10.6, it's 10.5.
Yeah, we could.
Get some random number down.
You know, look, one off.
No, I don't know.
Yes.
Which was answered.
Right.
Okay, who else do I need to check twice?
Oh, I got it right. Oh, I'm better. I'm better. Otherwise, the answer 200.
Did you guys get it?
Okay, friends.
I finished something. I'm done with the whole packet.
Okay, all right. I need to- What? Which conversion should you have?
Get it right.
No, why box? Or no, you're like. Change.
Robert,
Lean forward, Gavin. All right, who else do I need to check? Okay, this team, what is that, right?
Yeah, well, exactly. She told us it was within 5,000. I told you. Like, I was like, it has to be like a really big number because it says 5,000. And he goes, no, it has to be within 5,000 is within 5,000 of the answer. Whether it's up or down. But
Yeah, we got it. Okay. Tell me.
that's what I was saying. And you guys didn't understand.
Okay, so where are you off?
And then he after stirring up
Students, you have 20 minutes to finish 5 pages. Most of these pages only have one problem. What did you, I'm not doing sign offs for 10 minutes. If you are done, you're on pure tutor duty. Cole, you're not done.
You got it.
Shut up.
We got it.